Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my version of the TMI tag. I was tagged by the lovely Luin Faniel. Such a gorgeous name. I've always wondered how she got her YouTube name, and then watching her video I found out that that's her Lord of the Rings name, her Elfian name I think, so that was pretty cool. So thanks Luin for tagging me, and I will leave her channel down below in the description box. We've done a couple of videos together, so be sure to check her out. So it's about time that I did this tag, so I thought I would just do it since she tagged me, and also it will give me a very good opportunity for you to just kind of get to know me a little bit better. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I love to talk, and there's like 50 questions. It's a crazy long tag. Okay, so I've got all the questions here on my trusty iPad mini, and I'm gonna get started. The first one is, what are you wearing? Dolce & Gabbana, of course. No, I'm just kidding. I'm wearing this tank top from Cotton On, and I'm wearing shorts from Cotton On as well. I don't have any makeup on at the moment. I'm sorry if that's like disturbing to you, but it's just my day off. I'm just kind of lounging around the house doing like YouTube blogging stuff, and I basically just have my eyebrows on and my glasses. Next up, ever been in love? Wow, this is like, these questions kind of escalate really quickly, right? First they start off, oh, what are you wearing? You know, very general questions, and have you ever been in love? Okay, a little bit TMI, but I have been in love. I am in love at the moment with my husband, so I'm quite lucky. He's probably the only guy that I've ever fallen in love with, so I'm pretty lucky in that aspect. I don't know how to define why I love him, but it's sort of just a feeling, and I kind of knew it like a few months into our courtship. So yeah, I've been in love. Okay, next, ever had a terrible breakup? Wow, these questions are very personal, but you know, if you guys want to know about it, yes, I have had a terrible breakup. In fact, it was my very first breakup from my first relationship. It was awful. I felt like, I don't know, it sounds very dramatic now, but it was literally like, at that point, it was like the worst time in my life. I felt like my heart was breaking, and I felt like my life couldn't go on, and it was just really bad. I mean, but jokes aside, it was pretty bad, probably because it was my first breakup, and it was difficult because it was my first relationship, and I had all these ideals about, oh my god, I have a boyfriend now, you know, life is perfect, and suddenly the breakup happened. But on hindsight, it's I'm glad that it happened, because I'm glad that I'm not with the guy. I'm with my husband instead, and it kind of taught me a lot of things, taught me how to kind of value relationships and value the guy that I'm with now. So yeah, if you are currently, you know, going through a bad breakup or whatever, just remember that, you know, you gotta find someone who respects you. So if the guy kind of treats you really badly, and you know, even either whether it's through the relationship or after the relationship, because of the breakup he treats you badly, just think that, you know, if he's able to do that to you, he's probably not worth being with, and it's better for you to kind of walk away from it rather than suffer through and be with the person. And also just find someone who, you know, you deserve someone who loves you more than you love yourself. At, you know, certain times, you know, so like I always tell my friends that, you know, you got to find someone who at certain times he will love you more than you love him, but of course you love him more than he loves you at certain times, when times are appropriate. So yeah, that's kind of a long-winded way to say, just, you know, you deserve, you owe it to yourself to be happy, so just stay strong, and it will get better, but on hindsight, it will always be good. But as you're going through it, I know that it's not easy, but just hang in there. I made it, so you can make it too. Okay, next up, how tall are you? I am 1.75 meters. I haven't like measured myself in a while, but I've always been around there. I don't know how much that is in feet. I think it's like 5'6", 5'7", thereabouts, I think. How much do you weigh? I weigh a lot more than I should weigh. In fact, I need to lose a lot of weight. That's one of like my key goals now that I'm back in Singapore after like months of traveling. I need to lose like at least 10 kilograms. That's how much overweight I am. So yeah, not proud of that, but I work towards it. Any tattoos? No, because of my religion, but if it's up to me, I probably would have gotten some tattoos, but I can't. Anyway, any piercings? I have 3 pairs of piercings. One pair which is not, you know, supposed to happen, but happened anyway. So when you're young, you always get piercings here, right? Like, at least for my culture, we do. So I recently wanted to get my second hole pierced. So I have like 2 pairs now, if you can see there. So this was quite recent, but the first hole I had to redo it because the original one was too high up, and the lady was saying that if you just kind of do it, it wouldn't look nice. It would look kind of like disoriented. So yeah, we pierced it again. So now I have 3 pairs of holes. Not really 3 pairs. I have more holes that you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but I do. I'm thinking of doing a third pair like up here, but maybe not now. Maybe later, like towards the end of the year or something. Okay, OTP. I believe this stands for one true pairing. I didn't know what it means. I had to Google it. But OTP, like real life OTP, would be my mom and my dad, because they've been together for God knows how long. I think they got married when my mom was like 18 or 19, and they've been together ever since. I don't think they really dated before they got married, so which is what was so cool. And I really learned a lot. Not that I'm like them, I have a lot to improve on, you know, with regards to being a wife and all that, but you know, it's all about compromising, and they did teach me a lot with regards to how to be adults and to be together. So that's that. My parents-in-law are also really, really cool. They are also a very loving couple, and I'm sure that they've compromised a lot to be with each other as well. So my non-fictional OTP, which they are not really fictional, but they are not people that I know, is Beyonce and Jay-Z. I do know that Jay-Z had some kind of like thing going on, that he was having an affair, and that's why Solange, is that how you pronounce it? Solange, you know, the one with the afro hair. That's why she was kicking him in the lift. I don't know what that was about, but I do really like them as a couple, because I feel that they both have their own careers. They are both doing really, really well, and they're both together at the same time, and they kind of help each other with collaborations. Favorite show? I've got tons. I don't really have one particular one. My favorite movie would be Lord of the Rings, because I'm a geek. But my favorite show, like, you know, in the past I used to love Friends and all that, but right now I love shows like Modern Family. Two Broke Girls is hilarious because it's so like crude and so dirty. I really like it. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Big Bang Theory, I love that. I pretty much like comedies other than, you know, the whole CSI, SVU, or like intense Law and Order shit that my husband likes. Favorite bands would be bands that are, I've pretty much loved them since I was like a teenager, so it hasn't really changed. So bands like Metallica, Linkin Park, Incubus, Nirvana, these are like my favorite. Alter Bridge, these are awesome bands. If you guys haven't checked them out, please check them out because they're awesome. Something that you miss. Right now, what I miss most after being married is actually my mom's cooking, because she's a great cook. She's like probably the best cook in Singapore. I know everyone says that about their mom or their dad, but my mom is really, really an awesome cook. And that's one thing that I don't get after I have actually moved. So sometimes I do bring stuff home, but I do miss that. I do miss living with my family. I come from a family of 7 people. So, you know, to come and move to my husband's place and it's just the 2 of us, it gets kind of like quiet sometimes. But yeah, that's kind of what I miss. The other thing that I miss would be my university days, because compared to what I am going through now, it just feels, you know, those were like carefree days. They were simple days. I've got my best friends I've made when I was in university, and you know, we worked hard, we played hard. Right now I just pretty much work hard. That's about it. So that's kind of what I miss about my younger days. Those were the days, my friend, they never end. Okay, next, how old are you? No, sorry, favorite song. Wow, this is tough. I can't think of anything at the moment. Okay, what's my current favorite song at the moment? It has to be Battle Cry by Imagine Dragons. The Transformers song, Transformers 4, the theme song, that song is awesome. I listen to that every day before going to work because I feel like I'm going into battle. How old are you? I am 28. I'm turning 29 this year. Zodiac sign, I'm a Sagittarius with the bow and arrow. Apparently I'm a pretty like accurate Sagittarius. I'm very emotional, I'm very like loud, I love to talk and all that. So yeah. Quality you look for in a partner. So I usually, there's no, you know what, I don't really have any qualities that I specifically look. When I was younger, yes, I used to look for tall, blonde, blue-eyed boys who ended up to be jerks. But as I grew older, I kind of just wanted a good boy. You know, I wanted a man, first of all, not like any guy who's like a mummy's boy or someone who's not a gentleman. I wanted a man, and I wanted someone who could take care of me. It's not really people who have checklists, you know, to say like, okay, I want someone like this. Honey, the checklists don't work, okay? Like seriously, I've met so many people whom they have all these checklists and then the person they end up with is completely different. And you know, you just have to have that, the person just has to be good and the person has got to be good to you. Yeah, don't come up with checklists. That's like my number one thing that I tell my girlfriends not to do that, because then you're just kind of limiting yourself and you never know, because what makes you think that those qualities that you're looking for really work for you? Anyway, I'm rambling, but yeah, I don't have any particular qualities that I look for. Favorite quotes would be, what goes around comes around and you reap what you sow. The first one is because I like to believe that karma works both ways. And secondly is because I feel that if you work hard, you get what you deserve. So yeah, it's pretty much worked all my life. I work really, really hard to get to where I am today. So I kind of believe in it. Favorite actor? My favorite actor is actually a lady, and her name is Angelina Jolie. She's awesome. I really like the roles that she plays, like her most recent one, which is Maleficent. Oh my god, she's so awesome. I want to be that kind of woman, you know. I want to be a strong, empowered, like bold lips and everything. So she's my favorite actor. Favorite color would be blue because it calms me down. Loud music or soft? This is a tough one because I always get headaches, so I tend to go for the softer ones, or when I want to relax, I go for softer one, but most of the time I'm listening to loud rock music. Where do you go when you're sad? In the past, I used to think that, okay, when I'm sad, I want a lot of people around me and I want to be showered by a lot of attention. But actually, I realized that I do want to be alone. So anywhere where I'm alone and people don't bother me, I'm fine. How long does it take for you to shower? About 15 minutes, about 10 to 15 minutes. How long does it take for you to get ready in the morning? For work, I would say about an hour. Like from waking up to getting out of the house, it'll be about an hour. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, and I don't want to talk about it, okay? No, okay, let's talk about this. When I was young, I used to fight a lot with my siblings, but they were like friendly fights. When I was older, I got into a couple of fights while I was in the clubs. I don't know why. Like, I remember going to this gay club and this tranny stepped on my feet with her heels, and yeah, of course I had to get into a fight with her. So things like that, but those were like my younger days. Turn on would be people who are nice to one another, people who work hard, people who are ambitious, people who are very confident. I like those. And turn off would be people who are very narrow-minded, you know, people who are kind of like, you mean, as long as it's something that is kind of alien to them and something that they don't understand, they go like, oh, no, you know, that kind of thing, and they make a face, and I just cannot stand it. I mean, you're living in the 21st century, you are in Singapore. Yeah, open up your minds a little bit, because there's a lot more to the world than what you know of. The reason I joined YouTube was because I wanted to be like those people that I used to watch on YouTube. I mean, I still watch them. I wanted to talk about makeup. I wanted to talk about beauty and fashion stuff because it's not what I'm working in at the moment. So yeah, I always had a passion for beauty and all that, so I thought I would join YouTube for that and to meet you guys as well. Fears would be I'm scared of ghosts, which I probably shouldn't mention because I'm alone at home at the moment. Scared about anything supernatural I don't like, and I'm also scared about being alone or ending up alone. I'm scared of death. I'm scared of a lot of things. Okay, last thing that made you cry. Oh, this is very, very superficial. I cried because I dropped my brand new pair of Dior sunglasses on the pavement in Hong Kong and I scratched it and it was brand new. So I cried. Last time you said you loved someone. I think it was last night when I told my husband that I loved him. Meaning behind your YouTube name, well, it's just Fifi's sort of my nickname that I've had since 2006. I got it when I was doing my internship and one of my friends gave it to me. So Fifiliciousous is just, you know, a play on like Virgilicious, you know, kind of thing. And then I couldn't take that username up, so Fifiliciousify is just an extension of that. So it doesn't really have the last book like much you read. I'm usually into magazines now than books, but I think the last book I read was like something that has to do with finance, like it was a book for work, so nothing interesting. The current book you're reading is actually something that's holding up my camera at the moment, so that's embarrassing. But there's this book by Malcolm Gladwell. It's called David and Goliath. It's amazing. I've read the first few chapters of it and I absolutely love it. So if you guys want to read something that's motivational and something a little bit different from his previous books, go check that out. It's totally worth it. Oh my god. Last show you watched was yesterday. We watched Coming to America, which is the Eddie Murphy and Olenzo something movie that's like probably released like in the 1990s. It's so freaking funny. Like me and my husband were like laughing throughout the whole movie. It's just really hilarious. It's about the prince of Zuwamba who wants to come to America to find his bride before he actually gets married to someone whom he was already matched up with by his dad. It's just freaking hilarious. The last person you talked to was my husband this morning when he kissed me goodbye before he went off to the office. The relationship between you and the last person you texted. Who's the last person I texted? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, the last people that I texted were this group chat that I have, which consists of like people whom I used to work with. So we call ourselves the Happy Family because we're kind of like a family. We used to be like a family at work and we're still family, so we were kind of deciding where to go for brunch this weekend. So that's that. Favorite food would be anything that my mom cooks, or if it's outside of what she cooks would be Thosai Masala from Muhammad, I don't know, it's like the shop that's right next to Mustafa. They have they sell thosai and all that jazz. Oh my god, that's like my favorite food of all time. I'm salivating. Place you want to visit. I've always wanted to go to New York and I haven't been able to do so, but it's definitely something that we want to do like either this year or next year, so hopefully that will happen. Last place you were in terms of overseas would be Hong Kong. I just came back from Hong Kong. In fact, I was there for work, but we did have a couple of days off to kind of work around. Do you have a crush? Yes, my husband is my crush. Pretty much still in love with him. Last time you kissed someone was this morning when my husband kissed me before going off to work. The last time you were insulted. I can't remember. I mean, I get pissed off pretty easily, to tell you the truth. So I mean, people might not mean to insult me, but I might feel insulted. I usually feel insulted when I go to stores and I don't get the service that I want, because I just assume that, oh, you know, they are not respecting me, blah blah blah. So I can't really remember, but yeah, I'm a very sensitive person, so I feel insulted even if you do the slightest thing to me. Okay, favorite flavor of sweets would be strawberries or grapes. What instruments do you play? Absolutely nothing at the moment. I used to play the guitar. Well, I used to play the recorder when I was really young because I was in a school band. I know, right? So fabulous. I used to play the recorder, and then I went on to play the guitar, only for a while. I only learned like literally 2 or 3 Nirvana songs, and then I gave up because it was too painful for my fingers. So yeah, the only instrument I play now is my iPad and my iPod. Huh. Favorite piece of jewelry would be my wedding rings, my wedding band, and my wedding engagement ring. And also this amethyst ring that my husband gave me. Like, it was one of the very first pieces of jewelry that he gave me, so I really treasure that. The last sport that you played. What is a sport? Is that something you can eat? Because I've never heard of it. Okay, in all seriousness, I think the last sport that I really like seriously played was volleyball. When I was in university, that was like 6 years ago. I used to go to Sentosa and play volleyball with my friends, so it was pretty fun. Yeah, maybe that's why I was so fit back then. Favorite chat up line. How you doing? Not that anyone has used it on me, or I've actually ever used it. It's just that it's Joey's pickup line. That's the only one that I know. Have you ever used it? No, I don't use pickup lines. Come on. Last time you hung out with anyone would be when we were in Hong Kong. We hung out with our friend Carmen at Sugar, which is this rooftop bar at the East Hotel, which is a very famous rooftop bar. So we kind of just hung out there a little bit. Who should answer these questions next? Okay, so pretty much all of you should answer this because I want to get to know you guys. If you do, just leave a comment down below and I will go check your videos out. But specifically, I would tag, I think the people that I know pretty much have done this. Like, I know Diamond in Rouge has done this. So Luin's done this. So I tag people like Samantha Ashley to do it. People like Bohemian Fleur to do it. I don't really have much YouTube friends. I would tag my friends Cassandra and Amanda to do it. They can do it on their Instagram or something. Who else? Who else? I don't know. All of you guys, just play along and leave a comment down below, and I will definitely check your videos out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. How many hours has this been? If you have actually stayed through all this, congratulations, you win a prize, and the prize is a virtual hug. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until I see you guys in my next video. Bye.